Hello. So, I had a bit of an eventful night last night. Well, my version of eventful.
Hi, welcome to my channel, My New Me, where you get to watch as I try to make sense out of the chaos that has become my life and my home. How lucky are you?
I had chicken marinating and barbecue marinade stuff on this top shelf. I had it in a glass bowl with saran wrap over it, and when I took it out to put it in the crock pot, I dumped it all over that top shelf, and it ran all down the back, and it puddled in the bottom of those drawers and all around all in the bottom of that. So all that hard work I did cleaning that fridge, yeah, it's gone. Okay, event number 2. This is happening. No, I'm not just randomly plugging up the sinks and dumping dirty, gross water in it. The sink's clogged, and I don't know what it is or why it is. And of course we have no Drano or unclogging stuff. The only plunger I have is the one that we use in the toilet, and I don't want to use it in the sink. So, that's that. That was event number 2. Fridge event number 1. Sink event number 2. Event number 3. I have company coming. Can you believe it? 5 days from now, for the first time in a year. It's gross. I have real live company coming to visit me. That's kind of cool. Yeah, here in the toilet flush, I was making all sorts of little hostessy plans in my head when first the fridge and then the sink happened. And of course my first thought was, no problem, I got this. I'll just cancel and hide in the closet for a week. That works. And then I remembered that was the old me. That's not the new me. So I got all the water out of it except for what's right in that. And now I'm going to boil water, and I'll try pouring boiling water down there. See if that'll loosen whatever's there. We're boiling. You get to watch water boil. So, I'm going to try to do this where you aren't going to get all steamed up. Let's see if pouring boiling water down there does more than just put more water in the sink. You know how it's growing over there. It's the blob. It's growing. I'm sorry, I spend far too much time on this. Kinda thinking all that did. Let's put more water in the sink. Oh look, one moment please. There. You see there's bubbles coming up from there. And having far too much fun with it. So I put it in this side. That side's steaming. This side is bubbling. It's like a science experiment. I was procrastinating, I'll admit it. The longer this took, the longer till I had to do the fridge. Oh, there was a big old chunk. Yeah, I think that's cutting it up. Look at over here. You see all the bubbles? Look at that. Something oddly mesmerizing about that. So I wonder if I pour boiling water in this side too. I don't know, what do you think? So perplexing. And I had no clue what I was doing. You can see there's no steam. I don't know if you can see. There's no steam on that side. Lots of steam on this side. I don't want to just fill the sink full of water and have it not drain and have to scoop it all out again, but I guess it's worth the try. This side stopped producing bubbles. This side is just randomly producing one bubble or so at a time. I should put a warning on this video. Don't watch this before or after you eat. It's just really gross. Okie dokie. Here comes your boils. Boiling again. Yes, I just talked to you like I talked to the cats. Sorry. So, pour the steaming, boiling water down there. Oh, look, that side's bubbling already. And there's chunks of things coming out of this side. This side is bubbling. This side is chunking. Maybe it's working. Maybe. Maybe not. Oops. Not splash the boiling water on ourselves. So I don't know if you can see it or not, but that side's doing nothing. And this side is now doing nothing. Huh. I had such high hopes for it. May let that sit and see if it works for a while. Let the heat kind of work on it. And if it doesn't, I'll just move to another house. That works. In case you can't tell, no, that did not work. And I did not move. This is just about as tedious as it gets. And that's how much I got out of there. Well, now you can see, but I can't reach. Try it. Like this. So I accessed my favorite teaching tool, YouTube videos. Whoa, look at it fizzing. And remembering grandma's and mom's teachings. It's alive. This is where I really started playing and having a little too much fun. Blurping at us. Do you see that? put more of this stuff down.
And making it very obvious I don't have a clue what I'm doing.
Can you see it blurping?
It was definitely moving stuff, just not very fast. So I just kept dumping more baking soda and then dumping more vinegar and dumping more hydrogen peroxide down there until it finally just stopped doing anything at all.
I think I ended up going through a whole gallon of vinegar just playing. Whoops. Well, that didn't do anything. But this is still burping. I'm a 7-year-old and I get a kick out of the coolness of it all.
It didn't work. I emptied the sink 2 more times, tried it 2 more times, a little less plain and a little more just, come on, work. Did not work. So the boy was out here and he said, what do you want to do now? I said, go hide in a corner and pout. So he patted me on the head and said, okay, go ahead. I didn't hide in a corner and pout, but I did take a nap. So 2 hours later I woke up and this is what I found. Is that pretty? That looked nice. The boy was at work, so I texted him saying, what? He texted back big old smiley faces and then explained that he just wanted me to be happy and excited again. So he borrowed a friend's car, drove to the store, bought a plunger, plunged the sink, and scrubbed it for me, and then went to work. So he is now officially my favorite son. Yes, he's my only son, but he is now my favorite. And now, no more putting off the fridge. Well, after I wash the dishes to get them out of the way, because, you know, I need room. So we've all seen me wash dishes before, right? And if you're new here and haven't, please check out my kitchen video. You will see plenty of dishwashing. I'm showing this, though, because I'm quite proud of it. Those dishes that you were watching me wash now are the only dirty dishes in this house. Very, very proud of that. Now the fridge. I don't want to do that. I keep whining about it, putting it off, and well, it's at the bottom, but it's got to be scrubbed. And I can't, I dumped it right down the back wall, and I can't reach it with the shelves. And so when the boy comes home, I'll ask him to take those shelves out. You just live out of box food. We don't need a refrigerator. Take a peek at the microwave. Can you see that? Once again, it wasn't that long when I had the whole thing spotless. You see that? That is because apparently the concept of placing a paper towel over our dish before we nuke our leftovers is way beyond our ability to comprehend. There we go. Look at me getting all inventive with my tripod placement. In our defense, because, you know, I must defend us. We have had a lot of red food this past week or so for some reason, and we've been out of paper towels, so that didn't help the situation.
And we have some more water.
I scrubbed the microwave with a soapy sponge, and now I'm wiping it out with paper towel dipped in water.
It's getting there.
Which is vinegar mixed with water.
I'm thinking we may be done. A little tray spinny thingy.
Come with me. Have a gander. Ta-da! We are clean. That took all 10 minutes tops, if that, and I tell the boy we can never ever use it again because it's got to stay clean. Alright, we are now going to... I know I didn't do anything just now. And I'm out of breath. I think I just wanted to show people that even if it's a bad time for you, you don't have to do everything all at once. And you don't have to be this amazing, super speed demon person. Take your time. Do what you feel like you can do when you feel like you can do it. Then quit. It'll still be there. Nobody's going to come in and steal your crud. Where did I have you guys set in the last video? I think I had another something somewhere. Well, that made sense. They're all set up and I can't fit in there. No more putting it off. That's way back there. When you know it's going to turn a good day into a bad day, but you still got to do it. Ow, I hit my head on the top. I'm not having fun with this. Because people really won't steal your crud. I've tried. Lots of times. Done enough. You think if we stare at those paper towels long enough, they'll move themselves around to sop up that water? I doubt it. Paper towels are obstinate like that. Alright, water. I'll do a little more. What do you think? I think it sounds good. That wasn't water, that was vinegar. And water. Yay! I was ridiculously excited about that, but I think even more excited about being almost done. Would you like to have a look-see? Seriously, no more spilling skanky crap in the fridge, lady. And now for the worst part, as if any part of cleaning the fridge is a good part. I've had some awesome suggestions to scrub these in the tub, and I'd like to thank everyone for those. Even if they don't work for me, they may help someone else, which is really, really good. Oh, did you hear that? I just spilled water all over the floor. Back in the day, I would scrub my drawers and trays in the bathtub. Now, unfortunately, I just cannot bend far enough or for long enough to do it without really causing myself some pain. And I'm a wimp. I don't like pain. The boy did tell me to leave them, that he would do it when he got home. But this journey isn't just about getting my house cleaned, although that's a big chunk of it. Oh, I don't want to do this one. It's mostly about proving to myself that despite everything, I can still do for myself by myself. Maybe not everything, but certainly enough to be proud of.
Getting there, but I might be done for a while. Not for good, just for a while. A little bit tired. Let's put you in here.
Now I'm putting everything back in the fridge since it is break nap time.
Put those other shelves and drawers back in for me. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting to move, you guys. You would think by now I would know. So this is the leftover vinegar water from the fridge. So we aren't wasting. I've got my sponge down in there. I'm going to try to mush it down in as good. There we go. And I'm going to nuke this for 5 minutes. You want to watch me? Because that's thrilling and exciting. Here, why don't you go with me? Can I do that? No. I'm not that coordinated. Okay, you stay there. Oh, did you see that? I just kicked that with my foot. Not a good place. Sometimes I really am not the sharpest tool in the shed.
I did sweep the floor first, honest. I had the camera all set up, got the angles perfect, and forgot to push record. So you get to watch me mop the floor, and my feet got cold. You digging my socks?
Holy cow, this whole mopping thing is for the birds.
Yes, yes it is.
As clean as I'm gonna get it. You can never walk in here again. All I used on this was water. Come back here and take a gander at the whole room. What do you think? So, that is the kitchen. Done, clean, kitty butt. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it, but I'm tired. Maybe I'll get on later, and when I'm not so tired, take a rest, get on later. A rest as in probably like a 3-hour nap. And re-record this where I'm a little more happy and excited. I am happy. I mean, that microwave, you saw the microwave. Microwave was a killer. It's clean now. That sink just drained the smile right out of me. And the fridge. Check it out. Clean, 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 clean. Not a bit of crud in sight. That makes me happy because that was painful. That drawer's in crooked. Someone should fix that. So actually it was a lot. And now on to the living room. You see how I take clothes off the clothesline, and whatever flat surface I first run into, that's where I dump them until I get around to folding them and putting them away. Yes, I was crafting again. Yes, I made a mess. Yes, I was eating pretzels.
I'm just gathering all the craft stuff to carry out back.
Take guesses on how many things I drop on the way back?
Proud to say I didn't drop any. Yay! You may notice that the craft table is no longer in the living room. I decided that just cluttered it up, and I've always had it a mess. So we moved everything back to the laundry room. And now when I want to do some crafting, I just put it on that black tray, carry it out, and then carry it all back to the laundry room.
It was bugging me late.
Sometimes I carry it all back to the laundry room. I try. So now I'm just dusting everything with water. I slowed this part down because I get quite a few comments from people saying they could never move like that, can't move that fast, they would never be able to get it done, and so on. And I guess I just wanted to show people that I am not a speed demon. This is my top speed. And if I try to move any faster, then it requires like an hour break to catch my breath. So don't think you have to hurry, and don't think you have to get it done fast. Just do what you can at the speed that you can, and it'll eventually get done. So maybe I slowed this down. This is regular speed. Most of my cleaning is at either 8 times or 16 times normal speed. And I just slowed this down to 1 times normal speed. So it may look fast and amazing and awe-inspiring in the videos. It really isn't. And if there's a fuzzy somewhere, I always have to re-wipe it. So this is how slow I really go. But it gets done. I take breaks when I'm tired. I eat when I'm hungry. I nap when I don't think I can't do anymore. But it really is still getting done. I think my biggest problem is that I always expected way too much from myself. I expected me to be the me I was before I got sick and before the surgery. And I can't be that person anymore. And it's time to accept the person I am now.
I don't like to stand up, so I use these things to hold them in place.
It was done. It was neat. It was clean. It was re-wiped 10 times because I think that's the OCD in me coming out. OCD, perfectionism, not sure what it is. but I got it done. Since that was putting me to sleep, I'm sure it was putting you to sleep. So let's speed this up again. We are back at 16 times normal speed.
Oops, you weren't looking at me.
Still having trouble with those camera angles. Now I'm just dusting everything I can reach, and the boy will do what I can't reach when he gets home.
Everybody keeps their vinegar in the middle of the living room floor, right? That old lady cat just lounging in the window, because that's her job. Oh, there's a lid right there. Do you see that hiding under there?
And now I am spraying the couch
Water.
to keep it fresh smelling. Love me some water. And now I'm going to make the couch. I washed this cover and had it on the line. Don't have a clue what I'm doing with it, so I'm going to move things around.
Sometimes you just have to be smarter than the piece of cloth.
Have the cat judge my process and find it lacking. I must have spent 15 minutes trying to find a camera angle where the light from the windows did not come in and make the camera so black, or the video black. Then I finally just gave up and closed the drapes. Easy enough, right? Now let's shed some light on the subject again. The chair was already made. I'm just going to neaten it. And now I'm going to give the floor a good sweeping. The paper towel tube on the floor is a cat toy, so I also am going to be kicking some cat toys around just because it's fun.
Do you see that? Nope, you don't see it. Sorry. There we go.
It's a tad different from the living room videos.
Cat hair and dust bunnies. Bane of my existence.
They really should be outlawed. I have been sweeping this floor once to twice a week, depending on the need for it and on how I'm feeling. And I've been mopping the floor at least every other week.
It's dusted. Furniture is made. The floor is swept and mopped. The litter box I will empty and clean and stuff tomorrow morning, so that it's fresh. My tripod is still sitting there because it's so pretty. But as far as I'm concerned, the living room is done, and I'm happy with it.
So now we are going to dust the bedroom. This is just going to get a quick pickup. I'm going to dust everything, sweep and mop the floor. I did wash the bedding. That's on the line now. I will make the bed later.
Look at that. You want to gaze upon that awesomeness again? Isn't that just beautiful? And it still smells good. No, it doesn't smell good. Lasagna smells good. Chocolate cake smells good, but it doesn't smell bad.
And I think you know what this is. Sweeping and mopping. I'm actually doing this throughout the whole house, all the sweeping and mopping.
Excuse me a minute. I'm going to ever so rudely close the door on you.
The whole process of getting the house ready took me the entire 5 days, however, except for the kitchen, which was an all-day event.
This poor floor is like wondering what's going on. Saying I've had more moppings this past month than I have in 2 years.
I only worked an hour in the morning and an hour later in the day. Whatever I could handle without really wiping myself out. And I still got it all done.
Shut the door in your face again. Whoops, whoops. Sometimes these Swiffers are awesome. Other times they just they flop, flop all over the place.
And now is the morning of my company coming. Way before dawn cracked, and I was going to try to make my bed and get this room completely done. However, her royalness is using it, so I think that will have to wait. During these 5 days, I also dusted, swept, and mopped the laundry room. And I cleaned the bathroom, at least the areas that I could easily reach. The boy will do the rest of it. In the morning of, I'll give it all another quick wipe down.
It's okay, you can go back to sleep. So, there's my finger. Right there are clothes hanging on the door that are clean. Clean clothes that haven't been put away. Clean clothes that haven't been put away. That's just what happens. That doesn't help.
Yes, I had clothes on the line and had to take them down, and now I have to put them away. Note to self, don't start laundry when company is coming. Going back to the laundry room and bathroom, those rooms are very nearly done. I'm really just waiting for the boy to finish a couple of jobs, and as soon as they are done, I will put the videos together and post them, hopefully soon-ish. At the beginning of this, especially after the whole fridge and the whole sink episode, I really was wondering, was it all worth it? I feel like I've been killing myself, working hard for 2+ months, and then company coming in 5 days, and I would never be ready for it. But I was ready. I was ready in plenty of time, and I did not have to kill myself or pull 2-night-long marathons to get it done. Other than the fridge, the microwave, and the sink, because they were just a disaster. I only worked an hour or 2 a day.
You know, and I split that up and I napped in between. And even the day of, I worked. I did wake up like in the middle of the night because I just do that. But the day of, I worked quite a bit in the middle of the night for a few hours. Then I laid down and I took a 3-hour nap, got up, showered, dressed, and that in itself can be exhausting. I was ready in plenty of time for my company to come. And there was no part of this house that I was embarrassed for them to look at. That was like a huge thing. So was it worth it? Yes. Very, very worth it.
And the rugs need to be mopped. And the rugs don't need to be mopped. They need to be shaken outside and swept. What you doing? Is it your spot now? I have to shake those, baby. Hey, don't ignore me. You know I'm talking to you. What are you doing? Hi. I need those rugs. You can have them back when I'm done, okay? Alright? Nope. Mine.
I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a little different than the others, but it was part of everyday life, and it did show me that it really is worth it. And maybe someone else will see that it really is worth it too. Thanks for watching. Take care and toodles.